Okay, so I got a question. Why is it that this woman that took her offspring to a freak off, why does she get a pass? Why did she get a pass? Lemon dropped me down off that panel as soon as I don't even know what I said. I said something. Okay, sorry, audio was good, good, good. Um, I was just like, I don't know. I think I probably said, "B, go take care of your kids" or something like that. But he had no problem with dropping me off the panel. Oh no, I had called her out for taking her offspring to an adult party. And everybody knows this. This is not a secret. This is not something that we're just finding out. That woman admitted online that she had taken her offspring to an adult party. Now, this is Chicago. Now, when I heard that she from Chicago, y'all already know. I'm sorry, but y'all, I just thought about R. Kelly. I'm like, oh my God, protect the kids. Oh my God, protect the kids because why? There is no reason. I don't even want to hear an explanation of, whatever you come up with. It's not enough for me. And see, my thing is, I was just over at Lemon's channel, but you got these old ladies going through menopause. Lord forgive them. I don't know. Tracy say she got a man, but you just never know. BBW, now she's back with Lemon. Now she's old Lemon this and Lemon that. When she was just calling Lemon all types of yags and all this, that, and the third. She partnered up with another dude because she thought that that other dude was going to level her up. She thought that that other dude was going to give her everything that she was missing with Lemon. But the only thing that that dude wanted was friendship. Duke said that he was just going to be her friend. They are just friends. Duke has several friends, and she tried to portray it and make it seem like it was more than what it was because on several occasions, that man had to come out and say, listen, let me just tell y'all the truth. Chris and I, we are just friends. We ain't got nothing going on. It ain't going down. And then they had Ken the Predator on the panel. Baby, when you talk about it was Predator City up in there, and I was fighting all those demons, child. I was fighting them. And let me let my dogs out. Y'all want to come outside? Come on. Um, Child, it was a lot of demons up on that panel. You know, Room Shaker went up there and actually, hold on, Queen 88 hit the panel. Queen 88 hit the panel, and Room Shaker was up there, so they end up going at it. She ended up dropping down Queen 88, and then she had came back. But she was just, saying, hey, Room Shaker, you got an issue with me or something like that. And child, before you know it, they went into, what they do. They brawl. They was out there, they were yelling, they was screaming, they was doing the most. Uh-huh. A lot of people were pissed off because Room Shaker kept violating what Lemon said. Lemon said, do not say this about the kids, right? He said, do not talk about the kids. And they end up doing it. And so he got a message. Somebody told him to end the live because 88 was going to do the video, because, her audio and Fifi, they're all working together. They're all working together. And so somebody gave Lemon the call, and so he ended up dropping canceling the link. So child, when he canceled that link, baby, I stayed back there because the girls were what? The girls were getting into it. The girls were definitely getting into it, honey. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, girl, I I just thought that they would just kind of drop down, but Krista was still back there. The banner was up, so you couldn't really tell who was back there. So nobody really said anything. Nobody really said anything. It was like they just wanted to kind of be back there and they thought that they was gonna get some alone time. But little did they know, Queen Tulsa is on Lemons panel, and this is the thing. They are upset. They are bothered. I mean, Tracy should get so bothered. And it just tickles me because I would just be minding my own business. But I feel like Ken should definitely be off YouTube as soon as because I've started this thing on YouTube and I haven't found a name for it yet. But me protecting individuals, like it's my job, it's my calling. I'm here to help people. I don't like to see innocent people, get hurt or, elderly people get fussed out and cussed out and talked to like they trash. Go talk to your mama like that. Why would you talk to this old woman like that? Inappropriate. Oh, she only got one or two people in her chat. That is fine. That is fine. That is fine, baby. That is fine. I've got my peace still. I could stand 10 toes down and still have my peace. I could still step back and say, you know what? I did my work for today. You know, when I get down on my knees and tell God, thank you for everything, I'm thanking Him for this, for giving me the voice to stand up. This man and called the police on this guy. I didn't see no second video of the gentleman, Rico, doing anything to the dog. But I think it was more of the guy went off emotions. He went off of, the false pretenses. Rico wasn't trying to fight. Rico was like, can y'all leave me alone? I wish y'all would. People stop bringing it up. People just kept bringing it up. And it triggered him. And y'all need to understand when people are saying, hey, I'm triggered or no, no means no. And it's something about that encounter that just bothers Rico. If y'all notice, Rico gets very upset when they get to talking about those encounters. It bothers his mental. I think that he wants to move forward, but he's reminded of it because being vulnerable and people taking advantage of you. I think I'm gonna do like a story time. I'm gonna do a story time maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'll do it soon, but I'll do a story time about being vulnerable, child, and making it do what it do, you know, with the resources that was presented. But yeah, yeah, it was a lot. I just, my heart just aches for Rico. He was at his house, at his apartment, minding his own business, and boom, there's a knock at the door. Everybody's watching, you know. But what do you do? What do you do? Rico was on there asking them to please leave me alone. Please stop it. And they just kept pressing the gas because they're demonic. They're very demonic. And their friends are sitting back watching it. Friends in the camp, ill, they sitting back watching it. Disgusting. Very disgusting. And just to see our people um tearing this man down. I mean, the man, for heaven's sakes, he admitted that he had it. He admitted that he had it. It wasn't no secret. He had come to grips with what he had and he expressed it. How do you knock somebody or how can you challenge somebody that's walking in their truth? Because you can't walk in your truth. It's something about his HIV that got you triggered off. Y'all got to look at it. These dudes are getting triggered off by the HIV. Okay. They are getting triggered off by it because what happened? Is there anything that y'all need to tell us? I mean, is there any missing pieces to the puzzle? Speak now and forever hold your peace. You know, walk in your truth, own it. And, just Kimmy, I think she took it a little further and she wanted ODS to come out here with his my chart. I guess she wanted to see it or something. I don't know. Yeah, she went on her live and she was just like, I don't think he ever addressed her on that, you know. But it's just so interesting how I was calling out how these guys go up at these women and they just don't have no smoke for guys. And this thing, the bros before hoes, that's like a real thing, ladies. Y'all have been complaining about these guys making more money. And guess what? You got these filthy animals over here making money. Okay? You got these filthy animals over here making money. That's all they do. They sit up, they talk about black women, drag you down. Guess what? They make white ladies moderators. I call those Karens. They make them Karens. And so you got to pay attention to this. Any white lady that wants to be a moderator where people black on black crime is going on, you got to wake up, people. Listen here, Bobby, aka Karen. Yeah, she's a big old Karen. Bobby knows she's a Karen. Bobby loves to watch black people get into it. She finds it very entertaining, like a lot of people do. hmm Listen here, sweetheart. I don't know what they thought. I came out with my talent. You know what I'm saying? And they thought, baby, y'all ain't even ready for what's cooking. Are you ready for? Can you smell what Queen Tulsa is cooking? Can you smell what the Rock is cooking, baby? The Rock is cooking over here. Trust it. hmm We're out here. We're covering true crime. And in a little bit, I want to say after midnight, we are going to go ahead and pick up with day two of Billy Delgado. His case, he's on trial right now. And so we're going to pick up um, day two of that after midnight. Okay. After midnight. Yes. So we are going to be on true crime. We're going to be reporting on our true crime. We're going to be on our sister of service. We are going to be always 24 hours advocating for people that can't advocate for themselves. So yeah, we just have a lot going on, moving in the right direction and standing for something because I'm not going to fall for anything. If you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. And I'm just going to say this. Every piece of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that I put in everything that I do, it will be acknowledged. It will be acknowledged. It does not, the good deeds don't go unseen. Trust me. These are seeds that I'm planting, and hopefully y'all pick up on it and y'all want to do something better. You want to do something better. You can do content, you can do commentary, but all that bullying and stuff, YouTube is cracking down on that. So yeah, I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back. It is what it is. I'll be back later.